Now let's talk about Caleb, though. What would you grade his performance in this playoff game? How do you feel about, this playoff run for him too?
Man, I think some of the throws that corners were dropping routinely, they were catching this time, and that's
Yeah,
why he ended up with 3 picks. There were a lot of them were really good plays by the DBs.
yeah.
So, hats off to them, but I think that's just comes with the inaccuracy piece. Like, it bit us in the ass. Obviously, we didn't complain about the completion percentage because we didn't have turnovers and he was still
Yeah.
making big plays. But, um, when those inaccuracies turned into interceptions, now we got a bigger conversation to have. But, all in all, he's definitely confirmed that he's the savior of the Chicago Bears. He will be hoisting multiple Lombardis,
Yeah. I think it's
and
fair to say that.
I'm excited to see what the future holds. I think if he can get to a 60% completion at the minimum, we're looking at easily top 5, and if he can go to, like, 65%, then we're looking at the best quarterback in the league. Because there's not a quarterback in the league, including Josh Allen or Mahomes, that are making those plays at the frequency he is.
At the biggest moments of the game too, like, we're not
Exactly.
seeing a quarterback do this. I was seeing people say, like, he's kind of like a Tyrese Halliburton, how the run he went on in the NBA finals and in the NBA playoffs where he had game-winning shot after game-winning shot and stuff, and then I also saw one of the CBS Sports guys, Brian McFadden used to play for the Steelers. He was saying that he's, like, kinda Steph Curry-ish, like, he's got that, like, any pass, he feels like he's gonna make it and he in the biggest moments he's gonna make it too. So we have that guy. It's confirmed. If you were already having doubts, if you're already still hating on his ass, he's like showed up. And even the biggest haters, you can't even, deny his greatness already. Like that passing touchdown to Cole Kmet was special. The passing touchdown last week, I mean the throw on 4th and 8 was special. So this guy is special even with all the issues he has, even the stuff he has to resolve. But this is as worse as he's gonna be. Crazy to say. This is year one.
Exactly, so the sky's the limit, and I just hate that we have to wait a whole nother offseason to see it.
I know. That's the tough part about it too. It's like, okay, this season was good. It's nice to be, have excitement for it. But, I just seen the NFL YouTube account put out a highlight tape for him and it's 55 minutes.
The
I'm gonna
fuck
watch every
got
single
time
minute.
to watch that shit?
I'm gonna watch every minute of it, bro.
Damn.
Couple times too.
I might put it on for background noise.
And every play gonna be a hit on that bitch too. You know how good of a year you have 55-minute highlight reel? That's
I know,
crazy.
that's crazy.
And so, yeah, shout out to the NFL for that. Hopefully, whenever you get some time to watch that, check it out. But I think Caleb Williams, he showed exactly what you want in your franchise quarterback. One of the biggest knocks on a quarterback is how can you perform in the clutch? You see Josh Allen, 4 turnovers, lost his team the game against the Broncos. You see Lamar Jackson, the talk about him, coming up short in these playoff games. No, we have a quarterback. He lost his game, the miscommunication on the interceptions, but this guy is clutch. It's undeniable he's clutch. That's like that we have that in him. Everything else I'll accept if I could get a couple more of those Jordan-esque plays by him. Um, so I'm really excited about that, really hyped about that. But speaking about the clutchness, do you think that's sustainable? You think this is what he is just going to be in his career?
I think it's super sustainable because he's been super durable. And
Yeah,
he doesn't run to run, runs to throw. So he's avoiding a lot of those bigger hits Lamar or Josh Allen are taking where shit, Josh Allen's, running motherfuckers over and shit.
yeah.
So he's got to take the next step. He's got to improve on script, accuracy, and I think the sky's the limit. You don't
Oh
need
yeah,
to make a Superman play every time.
you don't.
Sometimes
Just
the layups are what they need to be, and the play he throws to Rome on 4th and 8, Colson Loveland was wide open. So
yeah,
he might score on that play had he hit him. So
crazy to think. Yeah, it is a situation where you're hitting the home runs, but you're missing the singles and doubles and shit. But hey, he's gonna clean it up. And I think this offseason, he's gonna work on that. He's gonna lock in with that in just another year of understanding the offense. He's gonna be more confident and more comfortable. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm excited about that. What grade would you give him for year two, this season? What's a grade you would give Caleb for this year? And how are you feeling about him moving forward?
a grade, I would have to say a A minus
I'd agree.
because the things he needs to work on are small. People make a big deal out of it, but Josh Allen was able to rein it in incredibly. Now he's one of the more accurate quarterbacks in the league. So I think the blueprint's out there for him. He just gotta execute. And
Mhm.
a year or two in this offense, he's gonna be in complete control of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really dangerous to see what he can do on top of this. And yeah, I mean, there were some stuff like we keep saying he's got to work on, but the success he's having within that is amazing to see. And just being that guy that hey, we could say top five quarterback when it's all said and done. Just with how much success he's having. So yeah, I think it's an A for this season. He exceeded my expectations for what year two was going to look like with him and Ben Johnson. Little shaky, little roller coaster ish, but 7 game-winning drives, can't beat it. Playoff win against the Packers, sent them packing. Went 2-1 against the Packers, can't beat it. Have a shot to take down Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. We've seen Matthew Stafford be an MVP all season long, and we look like the better team in that game already in year one. So with these two, so excited about that. But I would want him to get an extension done with Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.